Abusuani komo o channel so haksi podcast so twena me kwesi make headlines na gimbre na edibi Akroma ni dem ni ahobak se mu se ene edi kan ya na subscribe to the channel hit notification bell so mami na afi yanko yinsemu na yebo ewra ye dan na Asamoah aso ye gospel musician dan Asamoah obeka ya ne ho sensem bi e bai se his excellency former president abega pardon Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo awarded a road contract be at the man one sensem ya na this current issue why they air sumo and anope and information they air sumo and say was sign a bowra his excellency John Dramani Mahama aswe this time around open a chow say a big push agenda or the airboa ABCC a kwanya approach to organ has you know Mahama say oman contract ni bi na ono so Ghana ni Ghana brief and a day flyer and Babon so I be Asamoah. They say and a flyer and air was I am pleading with President Mahama to consider me for the big push contract. I am also a Ghanaian and fit to work. Dina Asamoah Asoye. If you also I do be a black rasta Asoye Abrawa Jamre na also obo a raken offer ata Asoya or kind sama hodo. Aha podcast stories and he be Asamoah. Mr. say Yonko a insimni.
All about Ken Ofori-Attah's release from ICE detention. Now the news is all over Ghana that Ken Ofori-Attah has been released from ICE detention. My brother, my sister, in America, and many people are beginning to fret. Calls are being made all over the place. The newspapers are carrying it. The blogs are carrying it. The news portals are inundated with the story. Breaking. Ken Ofori-Attah's name no longer on U.S. ICE detainee list. And the story is hot. Ghanaians are beginning to fret. Many are beginning to say, is this man going to walk free? What is going to happen to this man? Why is his name no longer on the U.S. ICE detainee list? He's been there for more than 3 months. Why is it that all of a sudden he's been set free? My brother, my sister, and his lawyers have also written. They have posted a press release, and that is what is here. My brother, my sister, and you can see it right there. It says press release. It says on April 7, 2026, Ken Ofori-Attah was released from ICE detention pursuant to judicial order. He is home with his family. Mr. Ofori-Attah remains fully committed to use due process in defense of his rights as guaranteed under the Constitution and laws of the United States. He and his family remain thankful to God and all those who have offered prayers and support during this period, and is signed by Justice Kusi Minka Premo, Esquire, solicitor for Ken Ofori-Attah, and it was released today. And our checks have proven that truly he's out of the detention camp. He's been there for 3 solid months. But what nobody is telling you is what we are about to tell you. Why is Ken Ofori-Attah out of the detention camp? The Caroline detention camp. First and foremost, not many people know this face. But a lot of people also know him because of the alleged crimes he has meted out to the people of Ghana. This is Ken Ofori-Attah. Can I tell you more? Run the dossier. Watch this. Come here. Now, Ken Ofori-Attah is a prominent Ghanaian investment banker and politician who served as Minister for Finance and Economic Planning from 2017 to 2024. As of April 8, 2026, that's today, he has been released from U.S. immigration detention and is currently in the United States. Oh, yes. Now, following a judicial order, Ofori-Attah was released from U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, and that is ICE. custody on April 7th, that's yesterday, 2026, after being held since January 2026 for allegedly overstaying his visa. He faces an extradition request, and this is the most important thing, from Ghanaian authorities, and was declared a fugitive of justice by Ghana's Office of the Special Prosecutor after financial misconduct allegations. Ken Ofori-Atta. Flip. Now, this is not all about Ken Ofori-Atta. His legal team has stated he is pursuing a permanent residency pathway in the United States due to concerns over the fairness of the legal process in Ghana. That is the most important thing right now. The extradition and the fact that he doesn't want to be extradited for fear of not getting justice in political interference. But what is his professional and business background? He is the co-founder of Databank Group, a premier Ghanaian investment banking firm where he served as executive chairman until his retirement in 2012. Before returning to Ghana in 1990, he worked at major investment firms such as Morgan Stanley and Salomon Brothers in New York. He was the first African to chair the joint World Bank IMF Development Committee between 2018 and 2024. This is Ken Ofori-Atta. What is his educational background like? He holds a Bachelor of Arts in Economics from Columbia University since 1984. I was only 10 years old. And an MBA from Yale University in 1988. He is a member of the influential Ofori-Atta family and is a cousin to former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And this is also very important if you are hearing about this man for the first time. He's married to Professor Angela Lamesdorf Ofori-Atta, a clinical psychologist. Can we look at the stats? Watch this. He was born on the 7th of November, 1959 in Chebi, the eastern region of Ghana. The white man couldn't say Chebi, so he said Kibi. He was the finance minister, as you were told, between January 2017 and February 2024. He went to Achimota School, Columbia University, and Yale University. He is the first African Donaldson Fellow at the Yale University award winner. This is Ken Ofori-Atta. Ghanaians see him as the biggest fugitive right now, and they want to see him return home and face justice. It's believed that he's used his office, better still, misused his office to enrich himself and his family. For that matter, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, alongside the Office of the Special Prosecutor, came together to ask for him to return to Ghana and face justice. This is Ken Ofori-Atta. This is where the news is now. Ken Ofori-Atta, come here. Now, Ken Ofori-Atta, interestingly, was arrested in the United States after refusing to come to Ghana to face justice, which he claims is injustice, political interference, and witch hunting. His own uncle or cousin, the president of the republic then, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, begged him to please come home and that nobody would touch a hair of his head. And that Ghana is very, 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 very diplomatic and democratic. But he said no. Another cousin, Gabi Asari-Ochridakun, pleaded with this man to return home. And even before he left Ghana, he and Gabi were not on talking terms, loggerheads. because of some decisions he took as the Minister of Finance. He found his way into America, reunited with his son. His wife would go and visit him. And all of a sudden, when we started asking for him to return home to face justice, he started playing chess with us. What did he do? First, he said he was seeking treatment. And for that matter, he should be given some time. He will return in this month, in that month, in that month. And he failed in all until he was put on a certain red notice. Now the OSP had to return and pull him out of the same red notice because he had issued another date that he would come home to face justice. He was only buying time so that he could file properly for his American residency. His son filed on his behalf so that he will remain in America. He fooled the government of Ghana and was able to get enough time to deal with himself. But finally, the long arms of the law chased him when the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dominic Akuritinga Ayini, the Stanford lawyer, the Zwarungu boy, decided to contact American authorities and ask for Ken Ofori-Atta to return home. It looked like it worked. All of a sudden, he was arrested because he had overstayed his welcome in America. And they succeeded in locking him up at the Caroline Detention Center for 3 solid months. They had been trying to get him come out on bond, what you call bail. But the American authority.
We ain't some who team course or channel so, Mammy and I was so jemre. That's an so bad in their domi edomiania, Unia, Ebesan Asia.